Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Matt. October 31st, this Halloween, we're going to have a huge event called Trunk or Treat. Bring out your family, your kids. There's going to be games, food, activities. If you'd like to volunteer for the event, just get with one of our leaders here at the church. It's going to be a great time. We're also accepting donations for bags of candy. If you'd like to donate, you can just go to Walmart or CVS. Just get with one of our volunteers, one of our leaders, and just let us know.
Hey ladies, my name is Vicky. I want to invite you out to the Vine Girls Night. It is going to be Friday at 7:30 p.m. here at the building. We're going to have a sleepover. We're going to have games and food, and we're going to have lots of fun. And I want to invite you out. Bring your girlfriends, whoever it is that you want to bring. We're going to be meeting here this Friday.
Hey guys, it's Pastor Gus here, and I am here to do your week's recap. So this past Sunday, we are in the theme of Ephesians. In chapter 4, we're talking about now walking. And so I'm just going to read some verses here in chapter 4. Verse 17 through 20 says, "Now this I say and I testify in the Lord, that you must no longer walk as the Gentiles do in the futility of their minds. They are darkened in their understanding, alienated from the life of God, because of the ignorance that is in them, due to the hardness of heart. They have become callous and have given themselves up to sensuality, greedy to practice every kind of impurity. But this is not the way that you learned Christ." And so Paul, he's giving us a comparison here. And he compares three things. They all start with W. He said first, our worldview used to be one way, and now in Christ it's different. He said our wardrobe, all right, what we put off and what we put on, is now different. And also our words were to be changed as well. So there's this comparison of how we now should walk and look in Christ Jesus. And first talking about worldview, right? What is worldview? Well, a simplified answer is it's the way we see things in life. So I want you to imagine here, I have these sunglasses and I put them on. And just think about this. Everywhere I look, I see a shade of this bluish kind of purple color, right? Everything I see it through the lens of these glasses. And that's our worldview. It's the way we see the world around us. And Paul, he goes on and he says that we used to see the world in a certain way. And he emphasizes something. He says, in the futility of our minds. This kind of resonates and touches on the book of Ecclesiastes. In chapter 1, the writer says, meaningless, meaningless. All things are meaningless. And he's talking about the seeking out of the material pleasures in life, the overemphasis on material and natural things. And Paul is like, look, you used to be that way. You no longer think and see the world this way. You see things with purpose, with meaning. You see things through the eyes of truth, the truth of the gospel. And so the gospel should change the way we think about things. It should also change our wardrobe. Now, what's cool here is that he's not talking about our physical wardrobe. He's talking about our inner wardrobe. So there are things from our past, our anger, the way we treat others, the way we act towards certain situations where we need to maybe, instead of take from others, we should be sharing with others. And so Paul touches on this as well. And he says, look, you used to be greedy. You used to be mean. You used to be uncontrollable in your anger. But now you can put that off every morning. Just like you have your pajamas, you put off your pajamas and you put on your clothes that you're going to wear during the day. Well, Paul is saying, put on Christ. Take off that old identity, that inner clothing that you're wearing. Put that off and put on the new life that Christ offers you. And then the third thing he touches on is in the remaining verses where he says that the gospel is going to change our words. And he specifically talks about three things here. He says we need to go from lying, speaking out lies, to speaking the truth. That's the first way it's going to change our words. The second way he says it's going to change our words is going from aggravation to indignation. So in other words, he says we should be angry with some certain things, but we should not sin. And finally, he says that we must move from our corrupt speech, which is a destructive speech. It's a form of speech that hurts others, and we should move on and put on this new speech, which is a life-giving, encouraging, and kind speech. My question for you today is, what does righteous indignation look like? You know, we're in this passage where he says to anger but not sin. Well, what should that look like? I think that's really interesting, and I think you guys should discuss in the life group today. God bless you guys. See you on Sunday.